Oil has extended losses, but this movement can still be seen as a local rebound. In 2 days, the asset lost just over $3. Prior to that, it added more than $10, and this means that oil prices are likely to resume gains in the near future. Today, Poland has reported a leak in one of the Druzhba pipelines, bringing oil from Russia to Europe. Notably, a ban on Russian seaborne oil imports excludes crude supplies via this pipeline. In fact, the leak has hit one of the main roads carrying energy to Europe, which is already experiencing a full-fledged energy crisis. It's not yet known now when this leak will be fixed. This contributes to higher oil prices. There is a likelihood that the asset will return to $100 per barrel within the next few days. Sinking from the resistance level of 100, Brent crude oil futures reached the mark of 93.20 and then moved sideways. Since the opening of the Asian session, the asset has gained upside momentum, adding about 1.5%. Nevertheless, it's too early to say that the quote has reversed. The first buy signal will be generated after the price consolidates above the level of 95.50. The signal will be confirmed once the price touches the 100 mark. Until then, one cannot rule out a scenario suggesting a further decline. A signal of a continued downtrend will come after the price fixes below 93. And gold remains relatively stable. The yellow metal is still moving around the level of $1,670 per 3 ounce. Nevertheless, yesterday's comments of the U.S. Treasury Secretary set preconditions for a pretty impressive decline in the value of gold. According to Janet Yellen, interest rate increases in the United States have not yet borne fruit, and inflation is cooling slower than expected. Consequently, the Fed should stick to its aggressive rate hike path. If the U.S. regulator acts this way, at least the signals for the policy tightening, gold will drop to $1,600 per 3 ounce and even consolidate below this mark by the end of the year. To keep moving downwards, the quote needs to fix below $1,650 on the 4-hour chart. Otherwise, its sideways movement may drag on. The US dollar tried to put pressure on the world's best performing currency in recent times. The greenback came close to almost 65 rubles. However, its upside momentum is not so strong to test this level. Apparently, the market is gradually correcting imbalances formed after trading volume in the yuan exceeded that of the dollar. Nevertheless, the Russian currency's upside potential is limited by rising geopolitical risks. Thus, it's quite possible that the market will strike a balance in the area of 62.50 rubles per dollar. In the meantime, the dollar-ruble pair is trading sideways. A signal of a trend change will come only if the quote consolidates above the level of 65 on the daily chart. It will be confirmed after the price breaks through the level of 67.50. At the same time, there is a likelihood that the greenback will return to the level of 60 rubles per dollar, around which the quote has moved for several months in a row. And that's all for now. We continue to learn developments on financial markets. Subscribe to our channel and follow news with us. See you soon.